Hello, children. How are you today? Are you ready for a tiny story about a very little ant who learned a very big lesson? All right, let's begin. In a green forest, where the trees whispered softly in the wind, and the sunlight danced between the leaves, there was a busy little anthill. Every morning, the ants woke up early. Tap. They walked in long lines, carrying tiny seed, little crumbs, and pieces of food. They were getting ready for winter, because winter can be very cold, and food becomes hard to find. But there was one little ant. She stood a little away from the others. She watched them work, and she sighed. "Oh, this is boring," she thought. "I don't feel like working today. I want to play." Then suddenly she saw something exciting. A bright green leaf floating gently in the stream. The water was calm. The sun was warm. "Oh, that looks fun," she said. Without thinking too much, hop! She jumped onto the leaf. The leaf floated slowly. She laughed. "This is fun. We have to resent." But, oh no. Slowly, dark clouds began to gather. The wind started blowing. Whoosh! Drip! It began to rain. The stream was no longer calm. It moved faster and faster. The leaf began to spin. The little ant held on tightly. "Oh no, I'm scared," she cried. The water splashed. The stream became wild, instarring. With all her tiny strength, she reached for a branch near the riverbank. Stretch, hold. She grabbed it carefully. She climbed out of the rushing water. She was wet, she was muddy, and her heart was beating fast. When she finally returned to the anthill, the other ants were inside, safe, dry, and they had piles of food. The little ant looked at her empty hands. She had nothing. She felt ashamed. "I should have worked with you," she whispered softly. Then an elder ant came forward. He did not shout. He did not scold. He spoke gently. "Responsibility," he said, "means doing what we must, before we do what we want." The little ant listened carefully. Then something beautiful happened. The other ants smiled, and they shared their food with her. They showed kindness. The little ant felt warm inside. From that day on, she worked first and played later. And do you know something? When work is finished, play feels even better. So children, what did we learn today? Finish your work first, then enjoy your play. And always, be kind, be responsible, and share with others. And now, mums and dads, maybe ask your little one, what did the ant learn today? Was it better to work first or play first? And children, what will you do tomorrow? Work first and then play happily? That's our little lesson today. See you in the next story.